Guys, I just had to get onto space camp because he keeps smacking his fucking lips. Yeah. I'm going to tell you, I used to have I was actually telling somebody about this the other day that I worked with a meth head. And I was like, he was a really good worker whenever he worked. But one thing I hated more than anything, and I do not miss, because sometimes I do miss working in a restaurant. I loved the vibe. I loved the...
I was doing that on purpose.
Wait, what? Oh, I know you were doing that on purpose, but I'm saying I had a coworker that we would be like prepping. Like it would be slow time. The day was going slow, so we had time to just like
switch
sit.
one?
Yeah, same guy. I worked with quite a few drug addicts, but there was only one that was like, he was consistently addicted to meth. It was always like it was almost like summer camp. Like it was like clockwork. Every time summer would come around, he would disappear. He would go to jail for 3 months, and then he would come back. But it was always around the same time for some reason. He was just like, "Well, guys, I'm off to summer camp," and it's like, no, that's called jail. But he would sit there while we're like prepping, and it was just, how like you get into what you're doing and it just gets quiet. Like I don't know if you've worked in like a ma and pa store shop before. But when it gets slow, it gets quiet. And you're all just doing your thing. You're in the zone. But he would just sit there and I would just stop and just stare at him. Or I had another buddy of mine that was a big enough of an asshole that he would just start doing it too. It was so funny. This guy would be like... And he used to talk like Boomhauer. We would call him our resident Boomhauer. And so he'd be like, "Yeah, very good. We're going to prep some chicken today. Freeze dry." I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And then, but he would just like sit there and mumble in between lip smacks. And then every so often you hear my buddy and he would just go. But he was also on drugs, but he was on the drugs that that keep you relatively coherent, but fucking you don't give a shit, like painkillers, for instance. But guys, we are back with yet another episode of Art of the Jam. This is episode number 121. Tried to get Ezra on today, but Ezra, he can go fuck himself. So I'm just kidding. He's a swell guy. I think we're going to do it another time. He's just, I probably shouldn't talk on guests that haven't been on here yet. I love you, Ezra. You're cute. What?
After we'll do it, I'll save it.
Oh well, I'm just kidding, Ezra. It's you're a swell guy, and I can't wait to have you on here. But guys, I have to say, before we get into this question and before we cue the intro and all that stuff, I just wanted to make sure that we all know what's going on with Phantom Sam. And we thank you, Space Camp. I had that lined up, so it was nice and perfect. I don't know if you can still see that, or Space Camp fucked it up, but it was nice. It had like this. It all looks really cohesive.
I might have.
It's okay. It's all right. But before we get to this... It's fun to do. Whenever I come down here at night sometimes and I'll just flip it and I'll be like, I'm not going to bed until this is over. I mean, I'm also like doing other things. It's actually kind of a nice practice tool because you flip it and you're like, I'm going to practice until every last grain of sand is switched places or fell. I don't know what the fuck you call that. I'm going to go down here now. No, but before we get to this question, I just wanted to keep everybody updated with our show schedule. Now that we have a decent dude that's putting together shows for us, and I'm not trying to allude that we ever had somebody that was poor at it. It was just me that was doing it, and now that we have somebody that's actually like ahead of the curve here and helping us out, I can actually promote shows. Shout out Aaron Tyler Marmon of 93 and Alive. Thank you. And Misty as well. Yeah, for real. And but I just wanted to make sure that everybody knows that we will be February 21st. We will be at Jam and Nuggets with our good friend Brandon Stewart and the Folly of Man. This is the first time we've ever actually seen him. I mean, we've seen his like TikToks and stuff, and
full band. I forgot about that.
Yeah, and I've had the luxury and the privilege
Miles.
to go in and play with them a little bit a couple of times, but I haven't actually seen them at play a show. I've seen them jam. I've jammed with them. They're a good group of dudes. A lot of them I know already from other shows and other bands in the Sedalia area. But Brandon Stewart and the Folly of Man, February 21st at Jammin' Nuggets. Also, Jammin' Nuggets is a dope record store. James Harmon, I'd love to get him on the show. That'd be fun to have a vinyl, a record store owner on the show. That'd be kind of cool. I might hit him up, actually, and do that. But yeah, check out Jammin' Nuggets. Even if we're not playing, go there, buy some records. It's a fun little vibe. Sedalia, Missouri. And then we added a show April 10th. We are at a new venue in Columbia, Mo, called The Cellar. I will give the full details of that.
Aren't we at Skateboard the 22nd?
Yeah. I said that on the last episode. I'm just making sure they know what the shows that we've added since the last episode. But I will start making a little show schedule and just popping it in the beginning of the episode so that everybody knows what's going on all the time, and I don't have to keep saying it. I can just post it all cool little graphic or something. But we are April 10th. We are at the Cellar in Columbia, Mo. Further details to come, and I will make sure to keep you guys updated with shows and our schedule as we move forward with the year.
Onward.
Yeah, onward and outward. I don't know. Onward and over yonder. There's a phrase. Onward and something and onward. Over and on. I don't know. Let me know in the comments, everybody, what the that phrase is. There's a phrase. It's a famous phrase from something. Over and onward or some shit. I don't know, but I'm wasting time here. This is going to be another 8-minute fucking intro that I have to censor. You know how long I spent last night censoring the last one? Because it was the one where I was like...
Oh, your freak out moment?
Yeah, and I'm doing it again. So it's okay. I'm almost to the point where it's like, I don't give a fuck. If I curse in the beginning of it, if we get stomped out by fucking YouTube, I don't give a fucking YouTube. People that want to watch it will still find it and they'll still watch it. I don't care.
Yeah.
But get them, Space Camp. But guys, in the tradition of Art of the Jam, as usual, I do have a question for you, audience. And today's question is kind of a fun one. And I was sitting there. There was I've been doing these little list bits in the middle of the episode. The past 2 episodes I've done a list in the middle of it, and they're fun to do actually. But Nichelle gave me one in the last episode, and the last one was things that piss me off, and it was one of them that Nichelle gave me was. When you're in line at the gas station and when you're in line at the gas station and the person at the counter is buying scratch-off tickets, that whole vibe, and then they proceed to do the scratch-off tickets
right there.
and there's 6 people behind them, and it's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Move over.
But this made me think of how the gas station, the truck stop, is such a elusive.
We see a lot of fucking weird shit.
It's almost like you're walking into the Twilight Zone or what's that one, the Bermuda Triangle. It's like this limbo of elusiveness, seediness, things. I feel like that's what's under our bed isn't monsters. It's a truck stop. There's a truck stop under our bed and in our closets. That's where everything, especially at night. I don't give a fuck what look that was for.
I don't quite understand.
It's a scary fucking place, dude. Truck stops can be scary. So, anyways, gas stations in general. But my question is, guys, for you, audience, what is the wildest thing you've ever witnessed or been a part of at a gas station or truck stop? I will repeat. What is the wildest thing you've ever witnessed or been a part of at a gas station or truck stop? That being said, where is it? Cue the intro. We are back from the intro. I actually don't know which hand I originally left to go to the intro.
How fucked that would look.
Which hand I was using to hold the magic microphone. So there might be a continuity error. Guys, we're back from the intro. And the question today was, what is the wildest thing you have ever witnessed or been a part of at a gas station or truck stop? Space Camp, do you have any idea what that might be?
Honestly, I don't have any thought on that right now.
Interesting. Okay. It's almost like we talked about it during the intro, and you told me that you didn't know. But I was hoping that you would know by now, but it's okay. I had a couple experiences at a truck stop. There was actually one that we were together when this happened, and I'll get to that in a second. But the one that Shell gave me, and I was actually there when this happened. Because I was, I as usual, I always ask Nichelle the question just because I'm curious about what her thoughts on it, because she'll never fucking come on the show unless it's like Valentine's Day, which I'm gonna force her to come on the show again. But against her will, I'm gonna tie her up and bring her on the show.
You mad? I got it, buddy.
No. But she was like, oh, only I didn't have any crazy or wild experiences other than that black crackhead that was yelling at me in Memphis, and I was like, dude, I was there. And I realized it wasn't even like crazy. It happened so quick, but like this guy was just like one of those, man, I feel like the underlying what is the underlying theme of this episode is just crack addicted, meth addicted people. No, but there was this guy, and he was just like walking around this. It was Memphis at night, which Memphis in the day is scary. And honestly, it's only gotten scarier since post COVID. But this I only say, oh God, now I'm digging myself into a hole. This African American male whom was on crack, cocaine, or something of that nature. It could have been meth. It could have been whatever. It's something that makes you act not accordingly, or
bath salts.
It could have been bath salts too, but honestly, it could have been because it was during that time of the big bath salt.
Zombie allure of the bath salts.
Yeah, like chewing people's faces off on turnpikes or whatever the fuck it was, or
band name.
Yeah, what?
Chewing people's faces off on turnpike.
That's a long band name.
It work.
Yeah. Oh, or a song title by like you remember when that was like a big thing when to like do long names?
Johnny Craig.
Johnny Craig did it like what was it? Like a robot with human hair or something like that. Yeah. It was like shit like that. But no. Oh, there was this crack addicted man, and he was just like walking around, and he was just like blah 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 blah, just mumbling to himself, and he was walking like, you know how there's like the sidewalk that runs along the side of a gas station?
Yeah.
Well, like to go into the doors. Well, we are going up to the door, but it's at night, so this one is locked, and it's like has a sign that says "Go around" to the other one. And she goes up to the door and then realizes that there's that sign, and so she starts walking around. And this guy, I don't know why I keep doing that. I keep going to say black man because he is a black man, but I'm digging myself into a hole here. It doesn't mean anything. I'm just stating what his ethnicity was. But she went to walk around, and he was coming like towards her, and she like stops, and he at the I don't even know how it was happened so quick, so I'm making it sound like it happened really slowly, but he was just like blah blah blah, and he was like agitated, like he was getting increasingly agitated. And then as she was like they were about to meet, he like slaps the wall right in front of her, like she stops, and he just goes like yells something, and then just like scurries off. And I'm like at the pump, and I'm watching this because I'm like, you know, that sixth sense, like where you're like, I gotta make sure, like you just felt that like weird fight or flight type of, you know, thought process or whatever the fuck you call it. And I seen it happen. I was like, what the fuck? And so I like start walking over there. But at that time, he was like walking off, yeah, to like the dumpsters, to like, I don't know, or his home or whatever that fucking dumpster, his home, whatever it is, whatever he wants to call it. I'm saying he lives in a fucking trash can. What? You very well could have. There's so many people out there that do, unfortunately. But you know, the
ingenuity.
Yeah,
let me talk about that.
I've seen some because I watch a lot of those like not like homeless encampment videos, like people going into like,
same.
And I'll watch a lot of those, and I'm like, some of their setups, I'm like, dude,
I'd live it like.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind
I was like,
chilling in that.
Dude, some of them might just know how to like build shit.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, and some of the like, it's just a tent, but it's like they have like a setup, like there's a stove in the corner, and like I mean, other than like the bucket they shit and piss in, or the sidewalk that they shit on.
I saw one that this dude literally built a room and like sealed it off with like sealer, like a whole ass wall and shit, so water couldn't get in there, and he had carpet and shit. It was fucking wild.
Dude,
I was like, dude, yeah.
That guy fucking rocks, dude. That's cool. Yeah, but this crackhead guy, dude, he just like slaps the wall and then just like scurries off, and that was kind of wild. But then before that, me and my buddy Gabe, we were trying to get out of everything that's ever happened to me scary at a gas station happened in Memphis, because it was in Memphis, and actually the song "The Road" was based off of a short story that I tried to write called 43 Miles to Empty, which was based off of...
I think you told me that story.
Yeah, but it was based off of... Like, it took... The opening of the story took place in this experience, and it was, like, super scary, because, like, it was, like... do you remember, like, the parking lot of the Britisher in Lancaster,
yeah.
where it was like it had its own like ecosystem? There was like trash tornadoes, and like, you know, like there was just like a circle of homeless people that were like just listening to music and like whatever, doing whatever.
Dude, living life, dude, not a care in the world. It was awesome.
It was like a community.
But it was scary.
Yeah, terrifying. Yeah, but it was we go to this gas station. First of all, I'll give you a precursor here. So we were trying to get out of Memphis all day, and I was in my Granada, but at the time my Granada was like running and it was doing good. I was able to drive 4, 5, 6 hours back and forth with it all the time. But we went there, and as we were trying to leave, I go to the gas station, and I don't know what it was, but I put like enough money. At the time, I didn't have a bank account, and this was very stupid on my adolescent. In my adolescence, it was very stupid of me to do. But I would only take like, I didn't have a bank account, so I would only grab like. But I had a lot of money because I had a job at the time, and I never bought anything. I lived with my parents still, so I didn't. I just
saved money.
I saved a lot of money, yeah. So I would just like take like $200, and I'd be like, well, I gotta get there, keep myself fed and cigarettes, and get home on $200 and be there for a couple of days or whatever. Well, I only had like $20 by the time we were gonna leave Memphis, and I was like, fuck. And so I was like, we can't eat or get cigarettes. We have to just get gas and hope that we get home, right? and I get the gas, and for some reason, I don't know if it was like some sort of like trickery or something, but I put the money in there, and when I put the money in there, normally it would give me like 3/4 of a tank with this amount and at that gas price. And for some reason it gave me like 1/8 of a fucking tank or 1/4 of a tank, and I'm like, what? I feel like I'm being like tricked or something. Like I don't know what it is. Like I keep wanting to say really outdated terminology that refers to ethnic groups that is, God damn it. Anyways, I'm going to move on. So this is what's crazy about that too. I put the gas in, the gas comes out to like 1/8 of a tank when I was expecting 3/4 of a tank. And then we get pulled over in the gas station, and he's like, "Oh, your tags didn't register." And I'm like, "Well, they're legal." And he ran them again. He's like, "Yeah, you're good." But then he like asked my buddy, he's like, "What do you got in the?" And he was holding like a paper bag, so it was like almost like, you know, you keep like a liquor bottle in there. But it was just, he was like, "Oh, it's just an antique Star Wars glass he was gifted." And it was just a funny experience. But that was beside the point. He thought it was booze, and he's like, "No, it's an antique glass." And he was like, presented it to him.
But that was hysterical.
Well, yeah. But then the people that we actually went there to see, I had to go and beg them for money, which was a fucking shot to the fucking ego, because I was like, I'm not going to get home. You either let me live with you, and I live in Memphis now, or you give me money to get home, and I will pay you back whenever I get home. And I feel bad because I never paid them back, and I just realized that in this moment that it was like $30, but I was like, I forgot. Now I lost touch. But God, I just got on this long-winded thing, and I didn't even get to the point. So this whole thing took like from early afternoon till the sun went down, and so I'm like, well, now I have this $30 that I borrowed from our friends. Now I have to get gas and get out of Memphis. And it was already dark. And I get to this gas. I was like, there's no gas. And I'm like, I have like a little bit of gas. And I'm like driving around in this fucking boat of a car. And I get to this gas station, and it was like the Britisher parking lot. It was like this whole like crackhead community of like, it was just like, but it was almost like an amalgam of all the shittiest things we've ever experienced on the road. Like it was like roaches scurrying around in the parking lot. It was like a community of crackheads just doing whatever and what have you, or just doing things. I don't know, a whole lot of nothing, right? And I try to go get gas, and you got to also think, I should have mentioned this at the beginning, I was like 20 years old, so I was scared of everything still. I was still like in that, like I'm new to the world. Like I have itchy feet. I'm trying to like go out and see the world and do things and do this and do that and have an adventure. But I was still very new to it and very naive and scared. And I get there, and it was the first time I ever experienced bulletproof glass. I tried to go in the door to the gas station, and it was dark. But I was like, so if the gas station isn't open, and there's all these why are all these people here? And then I'm like, I see this like around the corner, there's glass and then a line of people. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Like I've never seen this in my life for some reason at that time. And it was just weird because it was like a bulletproof pane of glass, and you had to like buy your stuff and your gas at the window from the outside. And I was like, and there's like holes and then like little like a bullet hole. Yeah, but like not bullet holes because it's bulletproof, but just like the spatter of you know, the little spider web, the glass cracks and stuff. Cracks. What the fuck? That was such an easy word. Cracks of in the glass from where like bullets hit it, and I was like, man, I am in the wrong place. And whenever I'm like sitting there and I'm like, and my buddy Gabe has just stayed in the car, and so I'm just like in this parking lot, and I have to go around. So I'm like, even if I get like shot or mugged, I'm on the other side of the building now, so he can't even see me. So I'm like, dude, fuck this. I'll just run out of gas. I don't give a fucking shit. So I ran. I was starting to run, like not walk, but you know how like before running, you know, you're just like trying not to seem like you're scared. As I'm walking, I hear this, hey, and I'm like, what the fuck? And he's like, come here. And I'm like, no. Yes, sir. No, but I heard this, hey, come here. And I like look over, and it's just like this. Do you remember that Johnny Cash song where it was a song about stealing all the parts to the car, like throughout the years, and then putting them all together to make this like junker Cadillac or whatever the fuck it was? It was like that, but it was almost like he was just collecting trash his whole life and decided to put it together and build a car with it. Okay, it was awful. And he had like an eye patch and stuff. I was like, dude, holy shit, there's Disney villains here now too. It was like I was like expecting like a scar over the eye or something, but he it was, you know, you remember whenever we were when we played in what was it?
It was the sardine.
No. This was way before. This was when we played with oh my God, what is that band?
I remembered one though.
Etched in Embers, where we played on the concrete stage.
Frogs and Hogs.
Yeah. And we were talking about how when people like wave and you're like, who, me?
Yeah.
And it's always the person behind you that they're waving at. This was the worst.
Hey, who, me?
This was the worst. Hey, who, me? Yeah. Because he was like, hey, come here. And I start to like walk up to his car because I'm scared. It was like one of those where you're like, I'm too scared to run away, but I'm too intimidated. I have to approach this man. I have to fucking buck up and do it.
Anxiety.
So I start walking up. I'm literally like from me to you to this guy, like in his window, and it was cracked, right? And so I could only see through that crack. And as I approach, it was like the little sliver, the silver sliver of like tinted window starts sliding down, and it reveals that he has this eye patch and shit. And I'm like, it was almost like, you know how the helmet comes down in Star Wars at the fucking the reveal of Darth Vader or whatever.
Yeah.
It was like that, but like just it was a fucking trashy window or whatever. But I get there, and then I'm like, yeah, what's up? And then he's like, no, not you, that guy. And I'm like, shoo! And I literally like all the worry just washed away, and I lost my boner, and I whoa, what? No.
What just happened there?
I don't even know what it was. I was just like, go, and I run and I get in the car, and he's like, are we not getting gas? And he didn't even have time to ask me that until like I was already like I was just like, and he's like, do we not need gas? I was gone. I was like, we can go to a different gas station. We're cool.
Fuck that. That was funny.
Yeah, I know that was very long-winded, but
no, that was a good. Or that was it. Because I remember you telling me that I think it was like the first night that we were in that parking lot in St. Pedro with and that it said like a 24-hour parking lot, but it wasn't. Again, that first night we got woken up by that cop.
Oh yeah.
You were talking about that one car with the cage on top, where he was just yelling at that one. You telling that one dude he was a rat.
Oh yeah. That was just a parking lot. That wasn't a gas station though, but it's still, that was still crazy. Yeah. I don't know what. Oh, he had a dog in it, which I thought was kind of fucking weird. There was
I think it was turf on it, like a dog or
water. It was like I don't think you can just pick up grass and put it on the top of your car in a cage and keep your dog in it. Yeah, and it was just funny because most of the time, every time we drove by that car, because it was there, like you could tell, like they lived in that car and they lived in that parking spot on that side road. there was just, and as terrible as it is, there was just a homeless lady. Not, I don't want to say homeless lady as in like to make it seem like an old lady. She was a young woman, and she was just like, you know, like she was doing the fentanyl or something, you know what I mean, and just asleep on the sidewalk right by the car. And he was like, "You fucking rat!" And it's like, who are you even talking to? Oh no, it was a guy on a bike. I remember that. There was a dude on a bike, and he would like roll by, and it was almost like, get out of here, you rat. And it's like, what did you rat on? Like, you're both in the same position in life. Like, it's not like he did anything. I mean, I also don't know the story, but that was a wild. That was
fun.
Yeah, when looking back at it, it's like, yeah, we almost died, but it was a good time. There was I don't know, I totally forgot about all. Well, I guess because it was the gas station.
Yeah.
But all the parking lot shit, it was like,
Yeah.
there was some weird shit.
Almost in the same like activity too.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like it's pretty much just a truck stop without the ability to get gas or food. It's like it's kind of like the same shit happens. But
what was it that one was that Loves, I think, where that dude came up to the window and was like, "Hey, watch it, make sure you're watching around."
Yes. I forgot about that one. Yeah. Because I stay up. I don't sleep. I don't want to say I don't sleep well, but I'm kind of a night owl, and I don't like to go to sleep, and especially on the road. Sometimes like you have to drink coffee in order to drive after the show, and by the time we actually get to a place to sleep, I've like too caffeinated to go to sleep, so I'll just sit up and write or play guitar or listen to music or something. And there was a dude next to me at the truck stop, and you could tell he lived in his car because he was just like, but he seemed like he was on the road. Yeah. It didn't seem like he was like living there, but he was like an Indian man, and he it's kind of cool because I looked over and he was meditating, like full on like lotus in his front seat, meditating, and I was like, man, I kind of just want to ask that dude about his life. Like, I just want to talk to that dude. Oh, that was also the time we seen the cop, and the cop was like, the cop in the parking lot, and he was just like, yeah, I don't give a fuck about shit.
Yeah, dude, I forgot about that guy.
I was like, you probably should, given your badge.
Yeah, it said something about his, fuck, what was it? Oh, dude, no, that was a fucking crazy experience. That guy didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, but no, yeah, the guy that was meditating, he came up. I had the windows cracked because it gets hot, and he came up to the window and he was like, "Hey, I just wanted to give you a heads up. There's a guy peeking in windows and like asking for money and shit. And everyone's like afraid." And I was like, "Oh fuck." So that's why I told you, I woke you up briefly, and I think pretty sure I gave you a knife. And I had a knife.
Yeah, you did.
So we both had knives, but nothing ever came of it. But the scariest part about that was that he also mentioned, he was like, yeah, I seen him peeking in your window. And I was like, the weirdest, one of the scariest things is when you find out that somebody was looking in your window at you and you had no idea. That's what's scary to me. That literally gave me goosebumps.
That is creepy shit.
I don't like being observed in general. Like I hate it when like I'm just like doing something and somebody like comments on it, and I'm like, dude, I'm literally like just like scratching my face or something. It's like, your face itch, and I'm like, yeah. I don't know. But when you don't know you're being observed is kind of scary. But no, but the thing I was talking about earlier that I was with you was that time we were leaving a gas station, and we see those cops roll up, and he's like, hands in the air, and they like full
yeah, dude. Yeah.
2 cops, guns out at a person at a pump. And I was like, dude, that's...
I was like, fuck. We were like, man, I wish we could stay just to watch.
I'm pretty sure I was going like 3 miles an hour on the way out of there because I was just like...
I forgot about that shit, dude.
Yeah, I think that was
crazy. It was like an episode of Cops. Like,
yeah.
Right? I was like, oh my god.
I think that was in Albuquerque. I wrote Albuquerque ? And then spelling because I definitely spelled Albuquerque wrong.
I'm pretty sure that was expensive gas, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean everything's expensive once you get past kind of Oklahoma, but yeah, dude, it's crazy shit. But did you think of anything else? I mean, no more gas station stories. Gas stations, they're an ominous place, and they're fun, and I can't get enough of them. Actually, we've stayed in so many truck stops that I'm just like, I seen a video on YouTube last night where it was a I watched this like health guy because he's like funny, but he also does like stuff with like health and exercise and like stuff like when I want to watch brain rot, I'll watch this guy. He'll do like, I tried the 3 unhealthiest diets, but he's a bodybuilder type of dude. But he did this one where he's like, I'm gonna experience the world's most unhealthiest job, which was truck driving. And he went on the road with these 2 truck drivers, and they stop at a Love's, and I was like, dude, I have to turn this off. This is like hitting too close to my heart.
Yeah, dude.
Like I was like, I just want to be there for some reason. I don't know. It's always so like I like staying at like rest stops because it's like it's less of a, it's more relaxing. I feel like when we're at a rest stop, we can go to the bathroom whenever we want. There's like grass, like we can walk around or whatever. But I guess you can do that at a truck stop, but it's a little weirder. There's a lot of pressure at a truck stop for some reason. But
it's like, is this person gonna wonder, like, why is this person gone to the bathroom so many times?
Yeah.
You know? That type of shit.
I'm always afraid that when we're at a Love's and like I go to the bathroom, like, you know, too many times during the night, that somebody's gonna be like, or that it's not 24-hour parking and they're gonna like they're gonna call security on us or something. But I'm like, dude, nobody's ever done that except for that one time.
That one Love's that was
we stopped, we went inside to go to the bathroom, and that lady cop was like, hey, you can't stay here overnight. I was like, okay, we'll just leave then. Like that was, I don't think even the ones that aren't 24 hours, I don't really think they give too much shit. But,
yeah.
No, I forgot what I was getting at. Oh yeah, but Love's, it was just like it hit too close to my heart. I was like, I don't know what it is. I just I enjoy staying at there's like a weird like community to it. Like I feel like I'm on like I don't even know how to explain it. I don't want to say like a reality show, but I'm like, I feel like I'm like part of like a fucking like The Walking Dead like group. I'm like, especially when like people are even if you don't meet them or talk to them, there's like, you see the same RV there for 2 days or something like that. Or this is what I was saying. I like staying at the rest stops, but I get, for some reason, there's a weird like giddiness whenever I'm like, the closest place is a Love's. We have to stay at the Love's tonight, I guess. But no, I love it. It's great. But yeah, enough about the gas station stuff. I do have a couple of things for show and tell today. I'll start with the least cool one. But me and Nichelle, we went to a antique store, or not consignment. It was an antique store, but it was more like they had a bunch of stuff. But up there at the, like you're going to Lori, there's that mint consignment, and like the Dollar General, like you go around the curve. It's like right before 7. It's like, anyways, but there's like mint consignment and like Lake TV's there
over Greenview, right?
I mean, it's in between Lori, and it's like 2 minutes down 5 from Camdenton.
I think is it
right over the bridge.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah. Yeah, I've been in there a few times.
But we found we were looking through. They had a plethora of board games and card games, and this caught my eye, and we had to get it. But this is the Oregon Trail card game, which is based off of the classic computer game. Yeah, dude, and it's hard to explain, but you have like trail cards, and you have to like make the trail. Like that's what you play, almost like Uno. Like, oh, I have a blue or I have a 3 or matching card, but you play like a trail card and it builds the trail. Whenever you get 5 pieces of a trail, they stack to a stack, and then you continue, right? And obviously there's other things like calamity cards, where you draw a calamity card and it's basically like freezing weather, and it's like you have supply cards too. So it's like if you get freezing weather, you have like a round to get a clothing card to play so that you don't freeze to death. And if you freeze to death, you're out of the game and you die.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, but you have died of dysentery. That's the stupidest part of the game. Is there's some calamity cards that you'll just draw, and it's like you were bit by a rattlesnake, you're dead. And it's like, okay, so I don't even get a chance to like medicate or anything. You just fucking die of dysentery. Or like cholera. It's like some sicknesses you'll get like cholera or typhoid fever, and it's just like you have to live with it until and if you draw like another cholera card, for some reason you have super cholera now and you die. I don't know what that means, but it's so fun. But what I was saying is you get like 5 trail cards and then they stack, and then you have to do 5 more trail cards and they stack, and you have to you win when you have 10 stacks of 5. That's the end of the trail. And me and Nichelle have only got to the 6th stack. So, and I was so happy the first game we played because we got to stack 5, and I misread the stacks of 5 to 5 stacks. And so we got 5 stacks, and I was like, and she had already died in the game. And so I was like, I'm going to win this for us. Like, I'm going to get to the end. And I get to 5 stacks, and I was like, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. I made it to Willamette, Oregon. From St. Louis, Missouri. That's the 2 locations. You're trying to get from St. Louis to Willamette, Oregon. But anyways, we get to I get to 5 stacks, and I thought I won, and I was so excited. And then she's like, "No, actually, you get 10 stacks." And I was like, "I made it halfway. This is the halfway point." Fucking asshole of a game. But it's super fun. It's so great, and I actually my mommy. She wants my family to spend more time together, and so she's having once a month a family game night. And I suggested I play this, so I'm about to just kill all my family with cholera and dysentery. And actually, it's funny, you can't do that. It's the coolest part about this game is everyone that's playing isn't playing against each other. They're playing together. Like, the goal is to keep as many people alive and get to the end of the game. So it's not competitive, and I hate competitive games a lot of the time because you lose friendships over it. Like, fucking Monopoly is just ruthless. The game Risk is even more ruthless.
It's a Risk.
Yeah, well, because Monopoly is just about, like, greed, right? And you're like, it's kind of a byproduct. It's like, if I want more money and I want more properties, I have to fuck over my friends. Risk, the goal of the game is to kill and fuck over your friends and conquer the world. So it's like Risk is worse because you're like, I'm going to fuck. Like, you go into it like, I'm going to kill all of you guys.
You will like it.
Yeah. But yeah, Oregon Trail card game. I thought that was kind of crazy, and it was exciting. But yeah, go ahead. I also, I have one more thing that one more show and tell item too. While you're looking at that, it is me and Nichelle. You know, we were putting up the Christmas decorations and whatnot because Christmas is past, sadly. But we oh yeah, so that whiteboard. It's not a whiteboard, but that thing that has our names on it underneath on the in the box. I wonder if it still has the epitaph. When somebody dies, you can write an epitaph. It's on the back. Does it still have the dick? Oh, damn it. Nichelle died, and you get to write their epitaph, which is like, here lies whatever. And I just drew a dick. I just thought it was funny. Or I just put nice tits and then drew a dick. That was her epitaph. But no, my second show and tell item is, Nichelle and I were putting up the Christmas decorations, and we forgot that we had actually got stuff in our stocking. Like, she had put stuff in our stockings and then forgot about them, right? So we realized that, and she gave me the stocking, and we got to open them together. But she got me this stone. And this is what they call a phantom amethyst, which I thought was cool. I'm not a big rock guy, but it's a righteous little gift. I don't know if you can see it, but it's almost like if crystal had amethyst in it, but it's called a phantom amethyst, and she got me that. And I figured I would either make it a part of the set here, and put it right there, maybe. Hopefully it doesn't fall. And it's just a nice little thing. I like it. Rocks are cool. I can get down with some rocks.
You gotta get a head of Dwayne the Rock Johnson over there. Would be like, rocks are cool, and you
just have a rock collection. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I just thought that was a nice little gift. It was clever, phantom amethyst. But guys, I think that's a good spot to take a little break. You ready to take? Because I got to take a big fat piss.
Yeah.
But guys, we're gonna take a little break here. But what was I gonna say? Hang on, let me think. Oregon Trail, amethyst, phantom amethyst, gas stations.
Be back, we will.
Yeah. Huh?
That was my terrible impression of Yoda.
Guys, we're going to take a short break. That's what I was just making sure I got everything in there before I got to the short break. But yeah, we're going to take a short break here, and while you wait, there might be a jam, there might not be. We're kind of skimping on the jams lately, and I think we really need to get back into the groove, no pun intended. But guys, for this episode, while you wait, here is a short list of cartoons' most mildly terrifying, hyper-realistic stills. I hope you enjoy, and don't piss yourself.
Please stand by.
Man, it's a long poopy.
I mean, that's just my piss.
Where's your? If I can make it out the hood, so Dookie can make it out the hood, so can we? Dude, that shit was so funny.
Shit. All right, it's over, guys. We're back from the break. I hope you enjoyed whatever that was, and I hope it wasn't too terrifying for you. But while I was upstairs during the break, Nichelle was looking at a video of and I don't want to get political or anything. So this is purely out of comedy. This isn't political, but she showed me a video of Trump apparently like 2 days ago, and we were trying to figure out if it was real and not like AI, because everything's fucking AI nowadays. But it was just him going. It was at a speech, like a conference, and he was going, and then he like spoke, but it was like frail, like, and I was like, there's no way that the whole world wouldn't be talking about that if that happened. Like it was like he was fucked up or he was like dying. It was weird. But she showed me that video and I was like, there's no way.
Speaking of Trump, no, it's not political at all, but it's also about Ezra. What I was going to tell you earlier. Have you seen their video for their got new music coming? They were talking about it, and Ezra goes, "Yeah, it's gonna be huge. It's like it's America's song. We're gonna make Mexico pay for it."
It's a great album.
I just fucking lost it, dude. I was like, this motherfucker.
It's a great album. I came in here, I said, wow, what a great album.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, I watched it like 10 times, dude. It was so funny.
Sadly,
Tim wasn't having it, though.
Tim?
He could tell he was just like...
Yeah, but Tim's the dad.
I know.
You know. But, no, sadly, I don't consume a lot of social media at all. Like I use it. I use it. I don't abuse it. If I can go and if that makes sense. I post on it and then I leave it alone for the most part. Sometimes I'll catch myself and I'll go on just to like
doom scroll like a motherfucker, dude.
I can't like.
But I'm like not watching like what's in a political shit. I'm watching like shit about dogs and like cats and like
you like brain rot. You don't,
fuck it.
Yeah. Every so often.
Done worse shit.
Yeah.
Done way worse shit.
I like for the most part like medium to long form things. Like if I'm gonna watch something, I can't just like watch something for 30 seconds and then be like, oh okay, and then go to like I'm very much like I have to like get invested in it. It's 30 seconds to 3 minutes, whatever a reel is not long enough for me to get invested in it. Like I'm like, it's over now. Like I have to.
Some reels are about a minute. Like could be however long.
Right, but I'm just saying in general, like a short form video. I'm like, dude, I unless it's like fun. Like Nichelle will show me things like dudes singing songs about dogs.
Watch a lot of drum videos too.
Yeah, it's different. If somebody else shows me it and they're like, dude, check this out, I'm like, oh, dude, that's cool. It's whatever. But I don't have it in me to sit there and just like, scroll because it's I don't know what it is.
Oh, it was like watching this guy. He does some weird shit like with water. Like he'll fill up the snare full of water, and he like would dunk a bongo in it, and then he would hit it.
Be like, boing.
Yeah, dude, it was, or he'll do that with like a steel rod, or those square steel rods and shit. Yeah. I'm like, dude, that's fucking wild.
Well, we have that trash can outside, and it's just full of rainwater, and every so often I'll hit it with something, and it's like, and I love that fucking sound. So like when you have your water bottle and you hit it on something, and it's like, if you have a metal water bottle.
Dude, that would be fun to play with sticks on it, though.
Yeah. There's actually a... you would know it if you have time. Go look up the water phone. There's an actual instrument that you fill with water.
I know what you're talking about.
I'm pretty sure you can hit it, but I'm fairly certain the most traditional way is to use it on a bow, or use it with like a violin bow, and it's typically used in horror movie scores.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
that's what I thought.
But it's pretty rad. But no, I can't get down with the doom scroll, dog. I don't know what it is. I just
hey, you should be lucky.
Yeah, I don't want that to sound like, oh, I can't get down with it. Man, I wish I could. No, I don't.
You should be lucky because it sucks.
I feel extremely fortunate that I don't have
I'll catch myself. I'm like, what am I have shit to do. Like, what am I doing?
Well, because I spend so much time, like I watch a lot of YouTube and podcasts and stuff, but I'm always, like, doing something else while
you can listen to people talk,
Yeah, either that or, like if I'm on the desktop computer and I'm, like, editing, you can drag one window to the left and one to the right, and it'll fill up, like it'll give you dual screen, so I can edit over here and do stuff and watch it. Like I can kind of multitask, but that's like the only thing I'll ever really do as far as like even in any sort of relation to doom scrolling. But sometimes when I do get on Facebook and I'll just check things out for a second, like I always, at least once a day, I'll get on there and just get rid of my notifications because I can't, like, I have not OCD, but it's like I'm really finicky about, like, if I have, like, 20 notifications, it's like I want that little square red number to go away. I don't want it to be there. Get out of here. And so I'll, like, whatever, or I'll check it and kind of maintain my page and stuff by, like, adding things to the story and whatever. But every so often I'll get on there and, like, the first thing that pops up, it's like, I know you stupid robot are trying to pull me in. Like, they're just like, this robot
almost got me.
Yeah, they're fucking lassoing me, or trying to get me into the doom scroll. But like, the first thing on it, I'm like, oh, that's cool. And then I'll, like, my thumb will move and I'll be like, the next thing, I'm like, oh, that's cool. And then I'll be like on the third one, fourth one, fifth one, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck am I doing? And then I'll, like, have to, like, force my thumb to close Facebook. I'm like, God, dude. But yeah, enough about that, though, I guess. I have a new segment of the show that I actually tried briefly on the episode with Josh. Actually, I didn't try it briefly. I had the idea of it then, and it didn't go as well as I wanted to. So I tried to revamp it and kind of just, like, actually try to make it into a segment. But this is the segment of the show that I like to call Magic But Milk. Okay? This is the segment of the show where over the course of the week, I procured a short list of 3 things that may have been magic when you first experienced them as a child or a young adult or whenever you did, but over time they just simply aged like fine milk, like fine wine. But obviously, is there such thing as, like, a fancy milk other than, like, glass bottle milk? I feel like milk is just milk.
Milk.
Yeah. Well, like, have you ever had, like, I guess powdered milk isn't great, or have you ever had that
Canned milk? You ever heard that?
Yeah, unfortunately. During COVID, my I think it was actually Nichelle's sister brought, like, some things from, like, a food bank, because, like, everybody had Trump money, but they didn't have, like, go to work, have actual money and be able to go shop. So, like, my mom brought us some food one time from, like, a food bank, and, like, just, like, extra stuff. I don't even think we were actually we weren't struggling by any means. It was just like everybody was being nice and sharing food, as they should have been. But they weren't sharing that toilet paper, though. I'll be honest with you. I had a dirty butt for many weeks. That's a joke. I did not. I was wiping my ass with napkins. But anyways, they brought us a case of non-perishable milk, which was still in, like, a glass bottle, but it didn't go bad. And I was like, red flag number 1. That's weird. Milk that's not in a can or powdered that doesn't go bad. Dude, this fucking shit tasted like metal. Like, not good. Like, I tasted it and took a sip of it, and I was like, dude, as I do enjoy and I do appreciate the sentiment of bringing us food during a troubling time, don't bring me that fucking metal-ass fucking tasting milk. I was like, that probably has, like, mercury in it. It's just mercury milk.
From 19.
Yeah, it's like, I'll drink it and I'll be, like, satiated and stuff, but I feel like I'll just be, like, picking at my face eventually, or, like, trying to, like, build
Oh, my face fell off.
Yeah, I'll just start building clocks for some reason. I'll just get really into making clocks.
Grandfather clocks start doing that shit.
No. Just
Cool clocks. Cool.
no, nothing fancy. Just clocks. Yeah. Just something weird. I'm now drinking mercury milk, collecting stamps, and building clocks. That's what I'm doing. I don't know why that. Nothing. Well, you know what? Maybe you drink enough milk. Maybe I'll do, like, fancy little pocket watches. I actually thought about recently. I kind of want to start collecting pocket watches. I don't know. Nichelle's got me into this like trend, like what do you call that? Like I've got the taste for collecting things. I've never been like I want to collect stuff, but we've been collecting antique lighters for a long time, and now she's collecting lava lamps and like.
Dude, that giant box one, I have to see that lava lamp.
Yeah, we got quite a few lava
I
lamps.
have to see that gigantic. That's the biggest fucking lava lamp I've ever seen.
There's bigger ones too.
Dude, like, now that box over there, I'm like, dude, did they make them that fucking big? I was like, that is so awesome.
Yeah, Nichelle asked for a gift card. There's a new store in town, or they're not new, but they moved. It's like retro gaming. It's like a game store, like Dungeons and Dragons video games.
Oh, is that over by Little Caesars?
No, it was. I think it moved.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. I think it's the same store, but it moved over there by like you're going to the hospital, like
over by Come and Go.
You know, like when we're going to like Park Hills or St. Louis,
yeah.
Like we'll go that way to go get on the highway by like the Taco John's and stuff. It's like
past the Civic Center.
Yeah. It's like over there, and they sell like board games, like collector's edition board games and lava lamps.
Oh, is it over like where the Oz is?
No.
Oh.
It's
further.
Down the road. Yeah. But that was her gift. She wanted a gift card for that store so she could. No, it's not. It's not antique, but it's a legit lava lamp, but lava lamp brand lava lamp. I'm pretty sure, but no, it itself isn't vintage or anything, or an antique. It's brand new, but that's what she wanted, and she couldn't have spent her money any better because it's the coolest thing that we have, I think, right now. Other than this toy piano, I think there's nothing cooler than my toy piano, to be honest with you. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, Magic but Milk. This is the segment of the show. Like I said, over the week, I have come up with 3 things that were possibly or probably seemingly magic whenever you first experienced them, but over time they aged like milk. And so I'm gonna give you these 3 things, and we're just I'm gonna see some of these you may not know. I know at least 2 of them you might. But Magic Book Milk number 1, the movie Pagemaster.
Yes, I remember that.
With Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah, great movie.
Well, as you thought, maybe. Have you watched it recently?
Actually, maybe in like the last 5 years, yeah.
And you still think it holds up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think the story holds up.
Oh,
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but like the animation, dude. Honestly, really like that. Like seeing that kind of shit, because it just like them remastering movies and stuff like that, it just takes the fun out of it, you know. For at least for me, it does.
Well,
like watching the 80s Ninja Turtles on Tubi, dude. Like the original Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, were there puppets or not puppets, but they're in suits?
No, like the cartoon.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's like you can tell it's like and just very kind of shitty. But like it's still fun because you know, you know
like
I mean?
the best Scooby Doo is the original Scooby Doo show where it's like hand drawn and stuff, and there's like you can see like if you look closely you can see like the lines move and stuff like that. Yeah, I like that shit. But like Pagemaster, I don't think it should be remade or remastered by any means. But my point being with the Pagemaster is, it was probably a couple years ago. I hadn't seen it since I was a child, and I was like, dude, whenever he first, this is the creepy thing. So I'm going to start here. Christopher Lloyd.
I have one for you though.
When this little kid, Macaulay Culkin, passes out on a library floor, and then he's like, I don't want to say preyed upon, but like Christopher Lloyd's character was just like there with this unconscious little boy, which is kind of weird. But no, but when like it was so magical whenever like the colors pour in, you know what I mean? Like the big wave of like paint and stuff comes in. Whenever I was a kid, I was like, that's the realest thing I've ever seen in my life. Like that, I was like, this is beautiful. Like I want to just swim around in fucking pretty colors and shit. I bought, it was on the $5 rack at Walmart, and I was like, dude, I have to watch this again. I have to rehash this memory of this magical memory. That was awful special effects. I will say, the Page Master, the story holds up, everything holds up. Shut up. It's crazy. The story holds up, but the special effects are god awful.
I got one.
What do you got?
Dark Crystal.
See, that's one I never got into.
Really?
I don't even think I've ever seen it.
Oh, dude. If you know, you know.
Well, what was good about it and what's bad about it now?
Yes. All the characters like pupperized and mechanicalized and shit and whatnot.
Oh yeah, they're like they're like
dude.
animatronic puppets and shit.
And it was it's an '80s film.
Yeah.
And honestly, the storyline holds up, but like there's just some things in that movie, like I cannot remember what they're called, but they're like the villains and stuff, and the way they talk. You're like,
Oh, the Skeksis.
yes,
Yeah.
Yes.
I guess I do know. Yeah.
I'm like, can you not be any more creepier? Like,
So it's not that it doesn't hold up; it's just that you are scared of it.
no, not really. It's it's still terrible. Not terrible, but it's just
Anything I'm scared of is terrible. I don't really know.
scared of the dark.
Oh well. Did the dark hold up over time?
I did when there's light in it.
Oh. What? Nah. Do you ever see Labyrinth, that David Bowie movie?
Not recently.
One of the coolest. I love. That's what's weird is the puppet thing. I get like the voices maybe not holding up, but like puppetry and animatronics of like the 70s 80s era. I love that shit for some reason. Like there's a scene in Labyrinth where he's falling down the well, or the girl's falling down the well, and they're all hands coming out of the wall, and they create faces. Like there's like two hands that come up, and like it's like four hands. Like two are the eyes, and then the other ones are like the mouths, but they're all faces, hands and faces, and like real hands making faces, and they're like talking to her and shit. It's the coolest thing in the world. Here's a question for you as a Star Wars fan. Do you prefer special effects Yoda or puppet Yoda?
From watching the VHS ones, god awful. Like it's just terrible.
You know how they like move?
Yeah. But like the remastered ones are the ones that I've had probably since like 2015, 14. I mean, it holds up.
Didn't they re-release the old ones in his special effect? They took the puppet Yoda out. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Why, dude? The puppet Yoda is fun.
Yeah.
I like that shit.
900 years old, you good as you would look.
He's just a Cabbage Patch doll. They're not animatronic, but no, I had a Cabbage Patch doll named Jordy Randall. Whenever I was a kid, he was a African American child, and it was a discontinued version of the Cabbage Patch doll where they had a backpack on and a motor in their body, and you'd feed it fake food, and it would like and it would shit it out in his backpack. And I think you can imagine why those were discontinued, because they were made for children. Is because you sometimes you want to stick your fingers in the mouth because you're a kid and you're curious. And I stuck my fingers in it plenty of times. And then I don't know if you. Never mind. I'm going to stop there. Okay, I'm going to stop there. Just fingers, everybody. But that was Jordy Randall. He was I had him as a child. He was crazy. But that's what for some reason he was kind of animatronic. His mouth would move like a fucking meow meow meow. But my next thing on Magic But Milk is, and I want to specify too, I didn't want to just do music for this segment because I think it's fun to talk about movies that don't hold up and songs and even objects. So my second one is a song, and it is Astro Man by Jimi Hendrix. This song, dope song. It's the music itself is very good, but there's one line in it which happens to be the line of the movie. What is this ruckus? Sorry. There's one which there's one line of the song that happens to be the pretty much the chorus, and I will read it to you. It's called Astro Man, right? And Jimi Hendrix himself says they call him Astro Man, and he is flying higher than that old F-word derogatory for gay person Superman ever could. So they call him Astro Man, and he is flying higher than that old bundle of sticks Superman ever could. You following me here?
Yeah.
Okay. I just don't want to say it, but I don't want to get any backlash for it, even though But you get it. It's just funny because and not in a woke way, but it's kind of crazy, like what we're like. It was a different time, and I'm sure everybody used that word. And honestly, my whole life, everybody's used that word all the time until the past 10 years. Then everyone's like, "Hey, I don't think we should say that anymore." But it's like, but what if you're in England and you just want a cigarette? You know what I mean? Or what if you're building a fire and you need to go collect sticks, and somebody's like, "What is that?" Or where do I put the sticks that I gathered? Do I put them over there on their own or separate, or do I put them in the F word? No, I'm just fucking with you guys. But it's just kind of crazy that Jimi Hendrix said that. But just like the whole Les Claypool thing on the last one, yeah. It's crazy that he said that, and it was just like the early 2000s saying the N word and all that jazz. My last thing is an object. Magic but milk, right? Do you remember sticky tack?
Yeah, of course.
I thought about this today for some reason. It
still exists.
I know, but this is the thing. Well, so does PageMaster still exist. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm getting at with sticky tack is, if you realize that there was a time of our lives when it was such a common thing, like in school, it was like, you used it to stick posters on the wall or whatever you do with sticky tack, like put little notes or something, whatever. But I haven't heard anybody using sticky tack as of late. I just feel like it disappeared off the face of the earth. And I thought about it, and it was like, it reminded me of this one instance whenever I was a wee lad, and we went to, my mom forced me to go to church as a youngster, and I had to go to kids class or youth group or whatever, and everybody got in trouble because nobody owned up to it, but somebody was taking the sticky tack and just shoving them in locks of doors. So you wouldn't know, but you'd stick the key in there, and it would jam the sticky tack even further into the lock, and then it would render the lock useless. You either had to take it apart or just replace the whole fucking thing. And so I realized, I was like, man, as a kid, it's not gonna lie, I used to be one of those kids that would just eat stuff to be cool. Someone would be like, "Hey, dude, take a swig of this Elmer's glue," and I'd be like, "Fuck yeah, dude, give me that shit." Just fucking bottoms up. Take a fucking glug a slug from the jug, my friend.
I just imagine, if we, as children, we talked how we do now.
Oh, if I'm a little kid and I'm just like, "Fuck yeah, dude."
Yeah, dude.
Holy shit.
He's with the Elmer's glue, he's like, "Bottoms."
Bottoms up, motherfucker. Yeah. No, yeah, that would be fucking hilarious. Or what if it was the opposite? What if we talked like we talk what if we talk now like we did when we were kids? How would that sound?
Yeah, I still talk the same.
I got to go to work today. Oh my God, I have so many bills. Oh my God, I have to pay my credit card bill, and I have to do. That's not what I sounded like as a kid. I don't. That's a difficult one. I don't know how to do that one, but that was just a voice I made up. If I sounded like that as a kid, I actually kind of wish that I sounded like that as a kid. I probably would have been the coolest fucking kid ever. Hey everybody, what's up, dude? Fuck you. Go fuck yourself. Now I'm just sound like a Michael Jackson with a speech impediment. But no, sticky tack. What I was getting at is like, you know, I would have ate that shit probably if someone was like, "Hey, dude, eat this," and I'd be like,
Okay.
"Don't mind if I do." Pinky out.
Stick this crayon in your nose.
Yeah.
Break it in half first.
Speaking of things with nose, I used to I would snort. I graduated from eating stuff to junior high where everyone was like, "Hey, dude, snort this." And
Same.
I was like,
I got in trouble one time, dude. I can ask my dad about that one.
Dude. Well, it's yeah. Well, you got to tell that story. What is that? What'd you do?
I got in trouble on the bus for snorting Fun Dip.
Oh,
With a straw.
dude, that's fucking entry level shit,
I
dude.
know, but it was just
What about
the
that?
shit he got for that, though.
You didn't get to the point where you were doing like fucking Taco Bell fire sauce?
Nope, never did any of that shit.
Actually, I don't think I did that either.
Maybe the Pixie Sticks and the Fun Dip I did.
Pixie Sticks was the go-to.
Oh, and crush up Smarties and do
We used to smoke them. Like, we figured out that obviously when you smash it down, it creates like a dust. And so you would like tighten the ends and then of the Smartie package, and you'd smash it in the package, and then you would open up one side, and then, or you would barely open up each side, and you'd do it like a cigarette, but when you'd like blow outward, it would create like a poof, and so it looked like you were smoking. It was like, poof, poof, poof. It's fucking cool. But so we weren't actually smoking them, but yeah, dude, eating sticky tack, shoving them in locks. You know, I just feel like that's something that nobody uses anymore because it's
stuck in locks.
They're all stuck in locks. Yeah. Or you know,
that's not gum.
Well, it's not. Well, see, that's what's weird is, well, I guess there's no
Moon shoes. That didn't age very well, did it?
I don't think that ever even hit. Moon shoes, yeah. Do you remember?
I had a few of them actually.
I never had moon.
The bands would break, dude.
You know what still holds up but nobody uses anymore? Sock'em boppers. Where the fuck did those go? Those are still fun as shit. You can just, no consequences, no worries, beat the shit out of your friends.
Yeah, dude.
What are we doing? It's like, anyways. But guys, yeah, that's magic but milk. It's just fun to think about things that we no longer use anymore because they're defective or outdated. Moon sand is still dope.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, but yeah. Did you see today or a couple of days ago, maybe a week ago? I don't know what this has to do with anything, but they flipped the food pyramid over. You remember the food pyramid, right?
Yeah.
So it was like grains, fruits and vegetables, meat, protein, and then the very tip top was like fats and candies and shit. They flipped it over. They flipped it.
So the point is down.
You want the least amount of grains, apparently. Like rice and bread and stuff is like the least important thing in nutrition. And then the most important thing is like healthy fats and proteins. So it's not like completely just, hey, this. Because when somebody told me that, I was like, oh, so it's healthy now to just eat candy all day?
Yeah, dude.
We need the most amount of candy? I was like, finally.
My day has come.
Yeah. It's
Start eating fucking moon pies out the ass.
Moon pies, the once in a blue moon ones, the fucking blueberry ones, the special edition. They have birthday cake ones now, and
I don't even know if I want to even try that.
Dude, I have an affinity for some reason to birthday cake flavored things. I don't know why. Obviously, I haven't eaten anything of that fucking
Grandeur.
yeah in many
I don't know why I said
years.
that.
But
It worked.
I mean, I get what you're saying. It may have not been the perfect word, but honestly, grandeur is a good word because it is very grandiose in my eyes. Birthday cake flavored things. It's a magical thing.
It makes me think of that scene from Return of the Jedi when Solo gets out of the carbonite, and he's like holding on to Chewie, and he says something about songs and grandeur.
Oh, yeah, and it's just a fun word, grandeur, grandiose. You know,
Band name.
but
Grandiose.
But yeah, so I thought that was kind of crazy that it was like, whoa, we're flipping the food pyramid over. That's kind of crazy. Just fucking eating fats, healthy fat. They made a point, healthy fats. You want like animal fat, and avocados and shit. But I don't know. I'm trying to keep my finger on the pulse of nutrition because I like that shit. I don't know why, but guys, I think that's probably a good spot to end this episode. Like I said, we added February 21st. We were at Jam and Nuggets in Sedalia, Missouri with Brandon Stewart and the Folly of Man. And we have April 10th at the Cellar in Columbia, Missouri. And we will keep you updated as far as our shows come about. We're adding shows pretty frequently. We're about to hop on a call with our dude after this taping. And we might have more for you on the next episode. So look out. I have a couple of guests that are supposed to be coming on. I think on the 19th. We're going to have Socha. He was on a episode. He was kind of like a side character, but he was there for on an episode from Sedalia with Brandon and his band.
Few episodes, actually.
Yeah, I guess he has been, but not at this capacity. He wanted his own episode, so I said, why not, dude? You've been on, 2 or 3 episodes, honestly, but you've always been, like, on with somebody else. It's like, let's, why not? What better day than Martin Luther King Day for our buddy Socha? Let's see how that goes. But, guys, we are going to live with cause and leave the results to the great law of the universe. We are going to pass each and every day in peaceful contemplation, patient in all the while remaining present in our lives. So after this episode, I'm going to need you to go outside and touch some grass, hug a tree, pet your wife, kiss your dog, maybe go hang out in a gas station parking lot, accrue some wild stories so you can comment on this episode. And, after that, I don't know what else you're going to do. Do something, all right? So, Space Camp.
Stay funky, y'all.
Guys, this has been, without further ado, we have brought to you
Art of the Jam.
Art of the Jam, guys. Oh, my God.
Kumbaya. This is the end of Art of the Jam. You have reached the damn credits.
This is the ending credits. We had Phantom Amethyst Rocks and Oregon Trail and Oregon Trail. It's Art of the Jam.
Did he mention Oregon Trail?
Art of the Jam. Art of the Jam.
Art of the Jam.
We had Page Master, Macaulay Culkin, Christopher Lloyd, and the special effects didn't hold up, but I still want to swim in some colors.
They didn't hold up.
Well, Space Camp thinks it did, but I want to swim in some colors and talk to a book with a face. And I guess they were all books because it was a library.
One was also a pirate.
Yeah, peg leg pirate book with a face. Pirate peg leg book with a face. This is Art of the Jam, motherfucker. Art of the Jam, motherfucker. Art of the Jam. Thank you guys.
Dude, we should just do that every time. That shit's fun.
I have been, but I gotta sum up the episode too. And gas station stuff.